We begin our election coverage here this morning as the latest results in Ohio and across the nation show big wins for the Republican Party. Let's send things over to Tracy to break it all down.
All right, we'll get through this. Jay, thanks. Former President Donald Trump is expected to be the 47th president of the United States. One of the major states that was up for grabs, Pennsylvania, it was called early this morning, putting Trump very close to the necessary 270 electoral votes. Now, let's look at Ohio. You see, we have the 17 electoral votes. Trump won our state with over 55% of the vote. Only seven counties voted blue. And as typically happens in our state, those are the major metropolitan areas: Cincinnati in the Southwest, Columbus, and of course, Northeast Ohio and Cuyahoga County. Let's move on to Republicans. They also have control of the Senate after the first round of the race was called. They currently occupy 51 of the 100 seats. So we want to go to our balance of power map here, or display in the U.S. Senate, and you can see that there is going to be some change there. 7 of those races are left to be called. I've been watching Associated Press, and so some new numbers are coming in, so we'll be updating that as well. In the House of Representatives, now you see what we have there. The Republicans lead with just over 20 seats. They right now have 183 with 218, of course, necessary to control the votes there. We also want to take a look at some of the local issues that you voted on yesterday. We have a lot of issues. Let's go to issue 1. As you can see, that did not pass. 53% of Ohioans said no. That, of course, would have affected the way that the maps, in fact, are drawn. However, Ohioans said no to that one, so they voted that one down. And as you can see, it was pretty much a resounding no on that. We want to move on to the state Supreme Court race. Let me touch that one. And as you can see, this is for the term that starts on January 1st of the new year, excuse me. And so there were 3 seats up for grabs. You'll remember that. The first term does start on January 1st. Republican Megan Shanahan is going to serve. She was elected there. She beat Michael Donnelly. You see the numbers there on your screen. Joseph Dieters out of Cincinnati, Hamilton County, former prosecutor, now going to be replacing Melody Stewart. And then, of course, the third one, Daniel Dawkins, he and Lisa Forbes were going for that seat that was left after Dieters moved over, and so Daniel Hawkins is going to take over. So Republicans did sweep there. That third term, again, commencing on the 31st. We will be watching the board here and get back to you with more numbers as all of the things finally shake out, of course, with the presidential race. Jay?
All right, Tracy, thank you. And bringing things back to that presidential race, as former President Donald Trump will likely get a second term in office. Trump claimed victory at his campaign headquarters last night, addressing the crowd and laying out his plans for a second term in office. Let's listen.
We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that.
Trump's opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris, is expected to address the nation later today.
Meantime, Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, is making history as the state's first vice president-elect in nearly 100 years. 10 TV News reporter Kiara Lake joins us now from the State House this morning. Big moment for J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it really is, because J.D. Vance has quickly rose in politics, with beginning his journey back in 2021. Then in July of this year, he was picked to be Trump's running mate, and now projected to be the next vice president of the United States. So yeah, a big moment for him indeed, and those who voted for him last night. So since Trump selected Vance, he made campaign stops across the Buckeye State and the country. But Vance and Trump didn't always see eye to eye. Back in 2016, Vance called Trump dangerous and unfit for office, but reversed his opinion by the time he met Trump in 2021. And in 2022, Vance was elected as the U.S. Senator for Ohio. And once elected, Vance became a fierce Trump ally, increasingly defending Trump's policies.
And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Now, what happens next with that U.S. Senate seat? Well, we'll continue to follow that and bring you the latest updates once we get them. Reporting live from the State House, Kira Lake, 10 TV News.